We all know we should have a financial cushion and save part of our income, but here's the problem. How can I save if I can barely afford to live? Look, it's true that if you make little money, it's hard to think about saving. You might be telling yourself, my challenge right now is just figuring out how to survive. But I'm telling you that yes, you can save even if you make little money. And there's a damn good reason to do it. Why your savings goals are different. If you make little money, you have different savings goals than someone making thousands of dollars monthly. For example, your first goal might be to build an emergency fund, saving money to cover unexpected events like illness, job loss, a drop in income, etc. If you can't save $100 a month, start with $10. Even if you're in debt, this doesn't stop you from saving. In this case, your savings goal would be to save to pay off your debts as quickly as possible. I know saving $10 might sound pointless, but it's not. That $10 is your proof of control. It's not about the amount. It's about rewiring your brain to stop the paycheck to paycheck cycle. As you can see, saving money doesn't always mean accumulating millions. It's about developing the habit of saving. Why is having this habit so important? To prepare you for the day when you'll earn more money and be capable of saving a larger amount. Because over time, your income will increase if you just seek it. However, if you don't learn to manage your money when you earn little, even making thousands of dollars, you're going to spend it all. There's no amount of money that can't be spent. Some sports stars and business owners who are currently bankrupt know this well. In summary, saving is a habit we should all develop. And speaking of habits, let's go to the first way to save if you earn little. Strategy number 1. Develop the habit of saving. How can you develop this habit? Simple, by saving over and over again. The repetition of things is what leads us to do it automatically, and that's what we're looking for with saving. In this step, you should apply the rule of pay yourself first when you choose and set aside savings before paying any of your expenses. That is, the moment you receive your salary. Of course, the larger percentage you save, the better. I'm sure you're thinking now, but if I earn so little, I can't even save 5%, let alone the 10% or more that everyone recommends. And you're right, it's difficult to put a high percentage when you earn little. But since what we're looking for is to make it a habit, you can start by saving just 1% of everything you earn. With this savings, you won't get rich, but it will motivate you to look for ways to increase your savings percentage over time. Good, now you know how much to save. But maybe now you're thinking, how do I manage to save this percentage? Strategy number 2. Find savings in your daily expenses. Look for savings among your daily expenses. Without realizing it, we're spending on unnecessary things. For example, what I call ant expenses. Small things that steal money we could use for a purpose. I'm going to tell you something. If you don't know where your money goes, you're surely spending too much. How do you avoid overspending? Make a budget. Write down all the expenses you have: food, housing, transportation, entertainment, etc. Look at which expenses are unnecessary, which ones you can cut or eliminate. All the money you spend on them should be deposited in your savings. You can also use your creativity and see where you can change or replace some things so they cost you less while you still get the same result. For example, check if there's a cheaper phone plan than the one you're currently using. Compare prices when you shop. Use seasonal products. Look for better deals. Strategy number 3. Review your habits. Just as we can find savings in daily expenses, we can also do it with our habits. There are those that steal money from us, and also those that prevent us from earning more. Let's go with examples. Smoking is a habit that damages your health and also steals your money. Playing games of chance that little by little make you lose money. Watching television or spending a lot of time on social media, this habit prevents money from reaching your pocket, since it takes time you could invest in growing your income. Review your habits, and once you've identified those that are harmful to your finances, start replacing them with good habits. It's not easy, but it's possible. Look for good habits that help you increase your income. Strategy number 4. Increase your income, the key point. The previous tips will help you create the saving habit, build confidence in yourself, and desire to improve. But they won't generate great wealth if you earn little and want big changes. You need to find a way to increase your income. Let me explain. Cutting unnecessary expenses is important, but in the end, you'll hit a wall where you no longer have more expenses to limit. Besides, saving doesn't mean living in misery, but accumulating money to meet your goals. Therefore, there's no better way to save than increasing income. Set a goal. I'm going to increase my income by 10%. How many days or weeks do you think it will take you to do it? Write it down right now. Side hustles that actually work. Freelance work if you have skills. Delivery or ride sharing. Selling things you no longer need. Part-time work in your spare time. But it's not just about making money online. Look for opportunities around you in the place where you live. And if necessary, use the money you save to acquire new skills or knowledge, all with the purpose of generating more money. Don't let the amount you earn today be a reason to stay there, but motivation to go for more. The lies you tell yourself. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Even after everything I just explained, your brain is probably coming up with reasons why this won't work for you. Let me guess. I'll start saving when I make more money. This is the biggest lie you tell yourself. You know what happens when you make more money without building saving habits first? Lifestyle inflation. Your expenses magically grow to match your income. The person making $50,000 who can't save will become the person making $80,000 who still can't save. Rich people don't save because they make a lot of money. They make a lot of money because they learned to save when they had little. Or maybe you're thinking, it's only $10 or $20, it won't make a difference. Wrong again. It's not about the money, it's about the habit. Every time you choose to save instead of spend, you're rewiring your brain. You're proving to yourself that you have control. Those small amounts compound, but more importantly, the discipline compounds. Here's another classic. I work hard, I deserve to treat myself. You know who you should treat? Your future self. That person is going to have to deal with the consequences of every financial decision you make today. When you buy that expensive coffee or those impulse purchases, you're not treating yourself, you're stealing from the person you'll become. The truth is, there will always be an excuse. There will always be a reason why now isn't the right time. But people who build wealth understand something that broke people don't. There is no perfect time to start. There's only now. The bottom line. If you want to see changes in your life, you need to take action. The amount you currently earn shouldn't be your ceiling. It should be your motivation to climb higher. Start with 1% of your income. Find the money leaks. Cut the habits that keep you broke. And most importantly, work on increasing what you earn. Your current situation is temporary, but the habits you build now will last forever. If you're serious about changing your financial situation, start today. Not next week, not next month. Today. The person you'll become is watching the decisions you make right now. Make them proud.